All Dollar Generals are haunted. Now, there's this thing going around where employees who have worked at Dollar General are coming forward and saying, yes, I've had really creepy experiences working at the Dollar General, which also would make sense because a lot of these Dollar General's stores are built in very remote locations, near cornfields, near forest. And there's even this wild theory that almost all Dollar Generals are built on top of cemeteries. But when you start to think about it, if they are building these Dollar Generals in just the most random places, it's very possible they're built on houses that were torn down, old farmhouses, and even possibly cemeteries. Now, people have reported things like stuff falling off the shelf, diapers being thrown across the store. Um, they've heard disembodied voices, people calling their name at night when the store is closed. They go and look on the security cameras, no one is there, but they continuously hear their name being called. Um, there was an employee who, one night, she was working and she happened to see someone walk in out of the corner of her eye. And at the time, she thought it was just a random person that had walked in after closing time. When she goes to look and see who this person is, she doesn't see anybody. So she goes into the office, she looks on the CCTV, and she sees this shadowy figure moving through the aisles. She runs out of the store screaming, and she quit that day. But the scariest story that I've heard of out of a Dollar General, there was this girl who said that weird things would happen from time to time at this Dollar General she worked at. And she said a couple weeks before this incident happened, she went in to open at like 6 a.m. And she said there was a receipt in one of the cash registers that was time-stamped 3:01 a.m. And she realized all of the systems had been reset at exactly 3:01 a.m. So she tells her boss, and they go and they look back at the security camera footage, and they see the lights flicker at the exact time this security system gets reset. And they see this shadowy figure moving towards the front of the store. So she said after that, that kind of freaked her out a little bit. Well, one night she was working late and she said it was like a Monday night, so there was absolutely no customers. She was sitting out front waiting for someone to come when she said she started to hear her name being called. She said it was really weird. It was coming from the woods next to the store. And it kept calling her name over and over again. So she got up and she kind of looked around. She didn't see anything. She said that's when she started to get this feeling like she was being watched by someone. So she ran inside the store and goes behind the counter. Well, she said as she's sitting there next to the counter, she sees the doors open. For a few seconds, they just sat completely open. And that's when she said she seen this man walk in. But this man looked exactly like her old manager named Mike, who had moved away to New York. And so she said she got up, walked around the counter, and started to follow him. And she said soon he just like disappeared. So she started yelling his name, Mike, Mike, is that you? Like, Mike, where are you? She said towards the back of the store, there was these doors that would swing open. She said she noticed them slightly moving. She hears her old manager, Mike, say, hey, come back here in the back rooms. I need to show you something. She said as she started to walk towards those swinging doors, she began to hear this grotesque, crazy scream coming from the back room. And she ran out of the store and she called her manager and said, I will not go back in there ever again. So if you've worked at Dollar General or you've shopped at Dollar General, have you ever had a creepy experience?